Hello and welcome to Dubai again. Right, another update for you. I don't sort of keep this slowly. My name's Adam Christopher Chaplin, the founder of Traveller, also the founder of DeFi for You and the co-founder of DigChain. Now, this pertains to our growth through DeFi and also DigChain. As I said before, we've had a lot of changes in SEC regulation, which basically means that we have to have a special system built to KYC ourselves, which we've done. And I'll be doing a podcast on that with the gentleman that actually built that, one of the original guys from Microsoft, also a guy from PricewaterhouseCoopers and a lead developer from Google. So we've upped our game. But this is a really sort of fast message for you. On the group soon will go all the company documentation set up for Dubai. I could have gone to the free zone and opened up relatively cheaply, but the free zone for me is just not professional. It means any company can go in there. It's like a Regis office. So we've spent a lot of money. I think I've spent over $40,000 just opening the company up properly here as a corporation, and flying back and twice as well, and hotel bills. My money, not your money, all right? To make sure that when we go global, we actually have credibility. I love Vietnam. It's great for building stuff. I'm married to somebody in Vietnam. I have a Vietnamese child. It's my favorite country. However, sadly, at the moment, it's not a trusted global banking system, whereas Dubai is. So we've had to open it up in Dubai, which has not been an easy process, but which is good, really. So it's credible. Most people come here and they'll open up a free zone account, which is cheap and easy to do, and lots of companies do it, but it's like a Regis office. I wouldn't trust it. It's just something I wouldn't trust. I'm not saying Dubai's not trustworthy. I'm not saying people aren't trustworthy. What I'm saying is I like to see stuff done properly, and when I see a corporate bank account in Dubai with clearance, with the CEO, director, okay, with a visa for 2 years, and you'll see some of the team that are coming on in Dubai, then I'm thinking, okay, this is a project that I trust, because we've got the investors now, the corporate banking's open, there'll be posts later of all the paperwork so you can see it, but the word copy across it will be so nobody can take it and use it for themselves, all right, or take any of our accounts information. But you'll see what I've been doing here. I've also met with the CEO Southeast Asia of HSBC, showing our system to our new KY system, AI military grade Web3 KYC. It's done every 7 days, the one I talked about yesterday. And he didn't kiss me, but he loved me. I actually spoke to the gentleman in the Premier office first, and I was asking him, sort of man to man, were they getting a lot of hacks at the moment? And his answer was they had a massive problem with it because they've been using my voice and my password, they've been using biometrics, and of course, still the deep fake stuff going on now. That's over. It doesn't work anymore. Our system is unhackable. Well, when I say unhackable, you've got to be very careful when you say unhackable. It's the safest system that's ever been built, and it's on Web3, so all your banking information will be kept basically locked away, and you can see it, and the bank obviously can see it, and if the government wanted to see it, they can see it. I can't avoid that. That goes with every banking system, but what it means is we can go to any country in the world and give them a chance to have a banking app. Now, in Vietnam, there's lots of banking apps. The banks in Vietnam, I think, are brilliant, easy to use. Sometimes you Vietnamese have no idea how lucky you are. So all our production will be done in Vietnam because, well, Yamaha are there, Honda are there, Galaxy, what's that phone company called? Samsung are there, okay? So you build some excellent stuff and you build at a really reasonable price. It doesn't come without problems sometimes, and I don't think people realise just how big this project is and how much we've put into it, and that's okay. I'll give you snippets at a time. Our only promise first was to build DeFi, which we did. What we didn't realise is, or we underestimated, was that people didn't really want to buy and use the product. They just wanted to buy a coin and pump. Now, in order to get it pump on this whole systems that we're building, is bring something like Traveller together, something that actually makes money and is useful and there's a purpose for it. Because believe you me, all these cryptos that have got pictures of unicorns on and to the moon, and Sorry, it's a bubble. I don't care what anyone says. But if you add value to yours, like we've got DeFi where they can hold they can hold and make their own NFTs as a company, an SEC clearance, which is brilliant for them. So any company wants to do that and then make an NFT that they give out to their clients that gives them, I don't know, 25% off food in the area, a free tour here, one of a million things. They can do that now in DeFi. They have to hold 1 million tokens to do that. Okay, so then we'll quickly make the supply go down. So DeFi is going to be used more for company level. I sort of overestimated the want for it at our level, if you will. However, banking, all right, in lots of countries is a big problem. Afghanistan, Yemen, lots of different places. I have a friend, a very good friend from the Royal Marines. We work together. I'm not going to say any names. It's a security. He's in charge of all our security. And he will be looking after us going into countries that badly need banking, and we'll be very, very happy to have a banking app. So it's a banking app as well, which will attach to DeFi, so you can have your crypto and your assets on DeFi. You don't have to go through any exchanges. I've had enough of exchanges. I'm up to here with them. We're also, last bit of information for you, is we will be taking DeFi off the Binance chain for many, many reasons. One, it's overloaded. Two, I'm not happy with their level of performance now, for us anyway. All they do is launch their own stuff. We put over 1 million on the chain there, and gave them coins, and they basically just woof and took it. Okay, and paid another 1 million if you want to go back onto Binance. Not interested. So you're going to go on the BSV chain, which is actually built for banking. So you'll have a banking app attached to the DeFi NFT app, which will work together. No need for exchanges. You can move crypto around still, okay? But the exchange thing, I'm bored of how much they charge. I'm bored of their attitude. I'm bored of their lies. I'm bored of all their corruption, all right? Not what I got into crypto for. Let's get this over the line. Let's do a really good job, and then watch the token price move, okay? The only way to make a token price move, if you want the truth about crypto, because I've been around it long enough, is to get other people that you know with lots of money to start buying that. You lot then see green, you all start buying, they're selling as you're buying, and then boom, it's over, okay? Vietnam has been full of nothing but scams. There are 2 or 3 companies in Vietnam that aren't scammy, all right? But the rest of them have just turned out to be scams. So I understand your skepticism, so I'm going to post the company documentation on Facebook and on the Telegram group. If you've got any questions, no problem at all. But please do me a favour. I've spent $5 million of my money. I've got terminal blood cancer. I will get this over the line. If you're not sure what's happening, ask the question by all means. But don't go on there and make stupid negative comments if you haven't even read up on what we're doing, because I'll just ban you straight away. Most of the community, okay, wants to make money. That includes me. I get that, okay? And the only way to get a token price up properly, okay, is to provide a product around it. Because in the end, when central bank digital currencies come in, if you've got a website that can't take those as well, you haven't got a business anymore. So whether you like it or you don't, this is happening. We've got the SEC clearance. So we've also gone and built a banking app. We built DeFi for you, all right? And we're also doing another project that will link up with DeFi. So nobody's ran away with your money. Quite the opposite. I put far too much money in. My wife's going to kill me. But I'm going to post the documentation so you can see what I've been doing in Dubai. I haven't opened a free zone. I'll do an easy. Do that in five days maximum with a blood test and a whatever medical. No problem at all. However, I've done it properly and I've paid for it, so it's credible. So the base of what we're doing, if you like, our foundations that we're building on are actually solid and stable. So I always talk too much, don't I? I go on too much. I'm a right little talker. I try and keep it sort of less, but I can't help it. That's enough for today. I'll be sending you the stuff on our investors over the next couple of days. Just a little short update there for you. I'm in the Dubai Edition Hotel at the moment. I'm just about to meet a international banker who has looked at the QT XR product, which is our, if you like, our cybersecurity for all our DeFi and dig and anything else that we do on the blockchain. And for want of a better word, loves it. Everybody I've showed it to loves it. It's the answer to many people's questions. Because if you're not SEC cleared, bye-bye. The UK FCA regulation rules still not out. They don't know what they're doing. We're there, registered, but until they sort themselves out, I don't really care about the rest of the world. And to be honest, I'd rather help the poorer countries out, because when I say poor, remember everyone thinks people in Vietnam are walking around in straw hats. Places like Yemen, okay, Afghanistan, okay. Oh, Afghanistan, they're not all terrorists, okay. There's plenty of normal people. Northern Ireland. That went on for hundreds of years. Doesn't make all the Irish bad or all the Northern Irish bad. Okay, media-fed nonsense. So I'd like to help people out that haven't got banking. I'd like to help people out who'd like to hold their assets in crypto using an NFT, non-fungible token, which means you can design it yourself. That's all it means. Because all blockchain is a program. That's what it is. It's a program. It's a type of program. All right. Now, they've gone and put it on a market and the exchanges. It's become a great big casino. Great, fabulous. Our token price will go up. Of course it will go up. But what is that? There's casinos everywhere. I want to do something that makes a difference for people. People like us, normal people. People that have come up the greasy pole of life and somehow made it to a level where we can at least use our influence, our money, or our connections to help other people out. Not virtue signal or put my little Ukraine flag up. Do something. We've been working on the security team, been working on that for 4 years. I've never mentioned it. Yeah? Because until it's finished, it doesn't matter. So, here's a warning for anybody that goes on the group. Just to let me be honest with you. Ask any question you want on Telegram and it will be answered. If you go on there and make a negative statement without actually reading up or looking at the blogs and looking at the white papers, just because you feel like you want to make a negative statement, bye-bye. I don't want any more negative people on our groups. Thanks very much. Negativity kills projects. The only reason that most projects survive in cryptos is if somebody says, oh, it's going to go to the moon. Like they know. Like people know when crypto is going to pump. There's market makers. It's become an absolute cesspool full of liars, if you ask me. But there are some good people in it. There's some great coders in it. It can save humanity. It can give us, the little people and the medium-sized people, a chance to carry on with our lives without being under the full control of a tyrannical government like they're going to have in G7 soon. The UK, disgusting what they've done. I want out, not the people, the government. I can't even watch it. So this has been done by the people, for the people. Okay, and it will be over the line, but I will post the documents. So I would normally post a couple of documents so you can see that I'm not just in Dubai having some sort of holiday, and I'll post some of the projects we're doing. Okay, thank you for your time. Thanks for listening, and I should be back in Vietnam on Thursday, hopefully. Bit of treatment. All they're doing at the moment is taking blood out because I've got too much blood, hence the big fat chubby cheeks. Well, that's my excuse. They've actually taken out 11 litres so far, and I think about another 11 litres to go. So, and then I'm going over to Thailand, and we're going to then start putting stuff on the dig chain, property stuff. The first result, when you see it, it's a horrible result. You'll hate it. Terrible. Oh, right on the beach. The rooms are all 4 and 5 star. Terrible. Yeah, that's the first one. But then we'll have the APIs going on. And then we'll start loading on our cores and the Wyndham stuff in the millions by then. That's just dig. I don't want to get too far into DeFi now, but DeFi will be used by owners of dig to create their own NFTs. So when they sell their properties or their fractional shares, that'll come along as their special offer. And their new client will get an NFT in their wallet, which they can use for whatever special offers they were given. Maybe 20% off next year, maybe money off food, local shopping, trips, tours, all sorts of things. It's endless. That's why it's called a non-fungible token, which means you can program it yourself. I wish they'd use different terminology, right? So, I'm healthy. I'm not going to die just yet. So, sorry about that. All right, I'm going to be here to get this project finished for sure. I'll be back in Vietnam soon. I've still done 15 minutes. I do talk too much. Okay, right. Thanks for listening. Speak to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye bye.